it is over between Manchester United and Jadon Sancho after the talks with Jadon Sancho and Erik didn't go smoothly. This is coming from Manchester United Evening News. Yesterday evening, of course, after the meeting. Reports this evening news that Jadon Sancho will try to look to leave Manchester United in January after talks with Erik didn't go smoothly. It is suggested that the relationship between the pair has broken down after Sancho's public rebuttal of Ten Hag's reasons of omitting him from the United squad against Arsenal. Immediately after that game against Arsenal, Ten Hag was asked, I know you all know what happened. So Ten Hag said that Sancho is out because he didn't train up to standard. Immediately after that interview, Sancho posted his own on Twitter saying that he even pinned the post to show you how serious the stuff is. Now, in this situation, Erik was asked a question and he answered the question just the way they asked him the question. It's like me asking you, what did you eat? You will tell me what you ate. Now they asked Erik, why didn't you pick Sancho? He said Sancho didn't train up to standard. This is Erik making his decisions. He knows the players that train up to standard. You don't want to tell me that Erik wants Manchester United to lose a match. Don't tell me that. He is the manager. He always wants to win. So he knows the player that trained up to standard. That is why he did it. You might say, okay, Sancho didn't train up to standard, but Masha trained up to standard. I understand the altercation between all these stuffs. But this is your manager making his choices. Now, I am not backing Erik 100%. I would have backed him 100%. But here is the reason why I'm not backing Erik 100%. From that statement from Jadon Sancho, he said that there are some stuffs that he wouldn't like to go into. That he has been made a scapegoat. All those stuffs, I don't support those stuffs. You should walk to your manager's office and complain to him. Don't bring him to the media and even pin it. Players' power shouldn't be above manager's power. Teams that have players' power above manager's power don't succeed. We should kill that. Manager's power should be controlling players' power. Now, why I'm not backing Erik 100% is that in this statement from Jadon Sancho, he said that there are some things that he wouldn't like to go into. Okay, me, I don't know the stuffs. I won't assume. So I don't know the extent of this trouble. I don't know. So I wouldn't assume. That is the only reason why I'm not backing Erik 100%, because I don't know the stuff that Sancho wouldn't want to go into. In this statement he tweeted at his Twitter account. I don't know the stuff. So that is the only reason why I'm not backing Erik 100%. But Erik answered the question they asked him. Simple. Assuming Sancho didn't respond to this interview with his statement, this is childish. I'm sorry to say, it is childish. Assuming Sancho didn't respond to this statement, he would have been the one starting in Anthony's position. Yes, he would have been the one starting in Anthony's position, because currently Anthony is absent for now, indefinite. So this statement caused a lot for him. This particular statement cost a lot for him, and it is over. According to the reports from Manchester United Evening News, it is over between Manchester United and Jadon Sancho, because the manager feels that there is no place for him to fit inside his team any longer. I understand everything. Chelsea even came to sign Jadon Sancho during the summer, but they said that the letter went for Palmer from Manchester City and signed him. So Erik might be looking for a way to offload this Jadon Sancho, but the board will be telling him, we've signed this guy for a huge amount of money. You can't just offload him like that. So that might be the reason why Erik didn't offload Jadon Sancho. Last season, Erik gave Jadon Sancho some period of time to go and think about himself and get his mental health ready. I think about 3 months. And you are saying that he doesn't give him playing time. Erik have given Jadon Sancho playing time multiple times, but he isn't playing up to standard. He is doing quite well sometimes, but he is not playing for that amount we signed him for. I think in 2019, back then, under Ole, he isn't playing for that amount. And you are the highest paid player, I think 350,000 grand per week. I think he is the highest paid player. So you should play according to how much they are paying you and how much they signed you for. If you don't, you will receive media scrutiny. Honestly, that is the way it works. So that is the way it works. The kind of media scrutiny Enzo Fernandez in Manchester, in Chelsea will receive is not the same that Malacia in Manchester United will receive. They are signed for different amounts. So the higher your amount, the higher your expectation. Simple. So in this situation, I'm backing Erik ten Hag, but not 100% because I don't know the other reasons that Jadon Sancho don't want to go into. But here, try to respect your manager. Manager's power should forever be above player powers. If you have any issues with your manager, go to his office and sort it out. Don't bring it to the media. It might end up spoiling your career. And those bad friends that advised you to do so will just walk away because they have achieved their aim in your life. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. What's your take on this thing? Let me know in the comments.
Now, yo.